Hey, it's Maria with Wealth Creation, where we talk about how to create passive income, business, life, finances, all sorts of things to help you live the kind of life that you want to live. And this channel is for ordinary people. It's not for people who already have tons of money and just want to make a little bit more, or who have tons of entrepreneurial experience. It's for regular people who want to get out of the life that they're in and into something better for them. All right, so I wanted to tell you about an experience I had the other day because this is really key to starting to create that life you want, and I totally fell on my face. So I'm going to tell you about my mindset blunder because that's really what it was. All right, so I was at a store the other day, and in the parking lot was this guy with a Porsche, and the Porsche looked like it was kind of beat up. The paint had it had been wrecked on the front end, and they had started to paint it, but it wasn't a very good job, and it just wasn't a very happy looking Porsche. And he had the I guess you don't call it the hood, but it's not really a trunk because it's in the back. Anyway, in the back where the motor is, he had that popped open, and he was putting some radiator fluid in it because he said the radiator was leaking and he needed to get home. And so I said, yeah, it looks like your Porsche needs a little love. And he's like, oh, I know. And he was all excited. And he told me he just bought it yesterday. And him and his buddies have like a side gig where they buy these cars and they fix them up till they look like brand new. And then they sell them again for a profit. And they've been doing this for a long time. So they have a body shop and they can do mechanical work. And he was just really excited about how this Porsche was going to turn out. And that was so cool because I always love to hear success stories. I love to hear what people are doing. And then here's where I fell on my face. He asked me what I was doing. And instead of talking about all of the wonderful things that I'm doing, because I've made so much progress in my own making money and passive income thing in just the last year, I didn't say any of that. I defaulted and I said, yeah, I've lost so much money in my lifetime. I tried these businesses and they failed, and I lost this money doing this, and then I got scammed doing that. And I just went off like I was the most pathetic person in the world. And he was very nice. He didn't really know what to do with me, but he was very nice and encouraging and saying, yeah, you're going to find a thing that works for you. And that was nice. So as I drove away, it kind of hit me like, wow, why did I do that? Why did I totally knock myself down? Why? Because as much work as I do, like inner work on mindset and trying to get my thoughts correct, get my thoughts about like where I'm going, not where I've been in the past. The fact that this was without even thinking the first thing that I wanted to tell this complete stranger tells me that I have a heck of a lot of work still to do. That's like still my default story, that I'm a failure. And I'm not a failure. I mean, not at all. I've learned so much through the failures that I've had in the past, and I know how to do so many things, and I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life, and I've got investments that I didn't have before, and even though some of them have lost money this year, that's the nature of the markets, and I'm not worried about it. Like in the past, it would have devastated me because I understand better, and I've got some other things going on that are growing, that are doing well, and I could have told him about that. But instead, what do? I knock myself down. So I want you to pay attention to what you say when you have these random conversations with strangers or even people that you kind of know. Do you talk about all of the great things that you're doing, your successes? Do you minimize your failures? Do you think of them as like, oh, I learned a lesson there and on we go? Or do you immediately default to saying something negative? Like if somebody compliments your outfit, do you say, oh, thanks, I love this outfit? Or do you say, oh yeah, I got it at the thrift store for $1.50. It's like last year's style or something like that. Do you put yourself down? Or are you at the place with your mindset where you automatically start thinking about and talking about the things that you are accomplishing, like the future you're creating? Because that's where we want to be. So anyway, just wanted to tell you that story, talk about that a little bit. It's been quite a journey for me, and I'm going to share more about that because I found some things that help, and I'm going to share them so maybe they can help you, but not on this video because I just wanted this to be a short one. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to get back to what I was doing, and here's to our success.